The following program is suitable for family viewing. Well, non-family members can join in too.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of Taste Buds. My name is Chef Renee and I'm happy to be here on the show with you. Now, do you know anyone from Russia? Do you have friends who are Russian, neighbors, anybody? Well, if you do, you're in luck because the dish for today is all the way from Russia. And when you can cook this to perfection, you will be best friends with this person. I guarantee you that. Yes, today we're going to be making beef stroganoff. Yes, all the way from Russia, a very, very lovely dish. And the key players in this fantastic dish today are beef. Any kind of steak will do, cut into strips, black pepper, salt, my own variation, cooking cream, oil, onions, shredded or chopped, mushrooms, green onions for garnish, parsley for garnish, butter, lime or lemon juice, my pasta, farfalle. You can use any other kind of pasta that you like, but I'm using farfalle for today. Beef stock, flour, and of course, water. Let's get cooking. First, I'm going to start with my pasta and just have that cooking while I make the stroganoff sauce. This dish is amazing. This dish had me eating mushrooms. I'm the kind of person who would never eat mushrooms on a good day. But after I tasted the stroganoff once, I fell in love with mushrooms because the way that the mushrooms just come together with the beef, really amazing. So to our pasta water, we add a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, and we just let it steam up before we put the pasta in. And while that is going on, we're just gonna start off with our stroganoff. Like I said, this dish is native to Russia. And according to history, when this dish first came about, there was no mushrooms in there. It was just beef, and there was no sour cream. As the years went by, people started to make different variations of this dish, and then we started to see mushrooms, sour cream, and some people even went as far as putting in tomato paste in there. I kind of don't like that because I feel like the tomato paste will change the dynamics of the sauce. It would go from a creamy, off-white textured or colored sauce to a red sauce, and I don't. If I wanted a red sauce, I'll make a tomato sauce. So, yeah. Today, sometimes in some regions, you cannot get access to sour cream, so I had to devise a way to get that creamy texture to my stroganoff and that acidity, of course, of the sour cream without getting sour cream. So that's why I'm using the cooking cream and the lemon for acidity. Okay. So I'm just going to arrange my strips of steak here. Like I said, you can use any kind of steak that you want. I'm going to just go ahead and sprinkle it with some black pepper. Yes, I mean sprinkle it with some black pepper. Not go through each one of them with black pepper, but just be liberal. Sprinkle some black pepper on there. And then now you go in with some salt. Go. I can feel and smell that my pot is hot enough. Just put a little bit of oil in there. Mix that with a little bit of butter. salted butter. And just let that heat up some more while I finish up with the steak. Now I'm gonna take the flour as well, and I'm just going to spread that across as well. Just sprinkle and just coat it, you know, ever so lightly with flour. Okay. Of course, the stroganoff has a creamy, thick texture. And what gives it that thick texture is not just the cream, but also the flour, because flour can be used as the thickener. So we have that nice there. You have to be very careful in your kitchen. Move as far away from the splashing oil as possible. Coat this with a little bit more flour while I wait for that to cool down. Sounds like it's cooling down. Okay. So, in goes. And you just want to put it in long enough to just get it brown on both sides, or on all sides, as the case may be. Again, you don't want to crowd your pan, so that's about enough for the first batch. And then we can go ahead and do a second batch after we're done with this one. Just get some color on it. And because they're very thin strips, they will brown faster than you would brown any other piece of meat that is large. So yes, I'm liking the color on that already. Looking nice and brown. Brown the other side. Check on the water here. That's coming up to temperature. It's coming up to the boiling point. Some of this is just brown enough for me, so I'll just take them out. Nice color on them. And put in the next set. Brown them up a little. I am a great fan of pasta. Anything pasta, and you can find me there. I love pasta. Not only is it easy to make, all you have to do is just boil the pasta for a couple of minutes and then add whatever kind of sauce. Instant oomph, and then it looks grand on the table. I love any kind of pasta dish. The good thing about the stroganoff sauce is it doesn't just end with pasta. You can also eat it with rice. You can eat it with rice and it will taste just as good. So that's why I love the sauce. It's gonna brown a lot faster because the oil now is very hot. So all the meat is done now. Now we have to put in the onions and the mushrooms and just let that also cook till it's really, really nice. And it looks like the water is ready to take the pasta as well. So in goes the pasta. Some people will call them butterfly or bow tie pasta because it does look like a bow tie or a butterfly. Really pretty to look at and good to eat. So just put that in there and let that just cook slowly and nicely. That already looks so good and yummy. Get the rest of the onions in here. All that flavor. We're just gonna let that cook for about a minute more. Just one more minute, and then we add the broth. This is sort of deglazing the pan with the chicken, the beef broth. You want to be careful so that the onions do not burn, because the minute they burn, they give a bitter taste, and you don't want that kind of bitter taste in your dish. So you have to be very careful so it does not burn. Another reason why I like the stroganoff is it's so easy to cook. Super easy to cook. You're done in almost about 15-20 minutes, and everybody thinks you put in more than 30 minutes to 45 minutes in the dish because it looks very elegant. So I'm about ready to put my broth in and deglaze my pan. I'm gonna put the meat back in there with all the juices, everything in there as well. And I'm just gonna let that cook and simmer. We're gonna let that simmer for about 30 minutes. I'm going to cover it up. I'm gonna let it simmer for about, well, let's say 20 minutes. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna clean up here. Okay, everything is looking good over here. Everything is looking really good. We just put a little bit of salt and black pepper to taste here. And some people would use white pepper. Again, that is a preference, you know, for everyone. I like black pepper. Some people like white pepper. Depends. So now I'm going to take these off the heat. And I'm going to put in my cream so it doesn't cuddle. And as I heat it with my cream, look how glorious that looks. Stroganoff. And the Russians would say da, which means yes in Russian. Da. A little bit of the juice, lemon or lime juice to cut through the cream for some acidity. Real creamy, real rich dish. And for some reason, I just want to make sure that every ounce of cream goes in there. Yes, that looks so yummy. Wait to dig in. And you have to take it off the heat so that the cream doesn't curdle. At this point, if you feel like it, you can hit it with a little bit of butter as well. just a little bit of butter that melts into it and makes it a little bit more rich. Said the Russian friends will be saying a big spasiba, which means thank you in Russian to you. So all you're going to hear is da spasiba when they eat this beautiful beef stroganoff. I'm so proud of my Russian. Oh, yes. It's yummy. Let's check on our pasta. I think it's about ready to go. Look how those farfalle pasta, each bit just blooms. It's getting bigger and bigger. You want it just al dente. You don't want it overcooked. Just gonna try one. That's a true test to know when pasta is done. Try one. Just give it about a minute more. It's right to the teeth, and then we can go on. So the pasta is ready. I have drained it, and I'm just going to plate up now and begin to taste this great dish. Look at that. The pasta is not too soft. It's not hard. It is just right. It is al dente to the teeth. It's just right. That looks like a good size serving for me. Just put that right there. I'm gonna get the beef stroganoff. Now with this, you can either put your garnish in the sauce, or you can put the garnish in after you put the sauce on. So I'm just going to put my garnish on the dish when I'm done. So you get to see the color, the consistency of the stroganoff. And of course, another variation of the beef stroganoff will be the chicken stroganoff. You can make stroganoff out of chicken. Just substitute your beef for chicken breast. Voila, you have a great dish. What did I tell you about being a very beautiful, colorful dish? It just instantly pops the minute it hits the grin. Okay? Just get some clean out the edge. Something about chefs and the edge of the plate. It always has to be clean. No smudges. No nothing. Just clean canvas is what we like. There we go. Awesome. So here is my great big dish of stroganoff. Beef stroganoff with farfalle pasta. And in it goes in my mouth. Spasiba. Da. Can I sign out on this note? No. It is so good. This is such delicious goodness. Oh my God. Awesome. Awesome dish. So I have for you today the tip of the day. Always make your stock and freeze them in plastic bags. That way, when you want to make a nice soup or boiled veggies, or you want to make a nice pot of stroganoff sauce, you can simply pull the bag out of the freezer. Instead of going to buy the store-bought ones, you have your own freshly made stuff at home. Thank you very much for letting me bring you this fantastic episode of Taste Buds. And if you want to get in touch with us for any reason at all, you want to show us your attempts, you want to get a chance to be on the show with us and cook in our kitchen, or you have questions or suggestions for us, just go on our website or any of our social media platforms. They're scrolling on the screen right now. And if you have any questions for moi, Chef Renee, just hashtag Ask Chef Renee. Thank you very much for letting me bring you this fantastic episode. Until I come your way again with another wonderful recipe, it's Chef Renee signing out again. Goodbye. Have a great day.